going on, kickboxers? We're going to talk about the jab and the different types of jabs, or the different types of jabs that I throw, because I have my different purposes for each jab, the footwork behind the jab. But we know the jab is nothing but raising the elbow and flattening the hand. Yeah, you can go knuckles down, turn the elbow out. So when you get into variations of jabs, primarily you're raising the elbow and you're flattening the hand. All right, and we've learned that in our basic classes. So when I have my position here, I have what I call a step jab. So when I throw the jab, I step with the jab. My toes go towards my target. My toes don't go over here, and my jab is off. I'm like a clock. These hands are lined up where I'm stepping towards my target. All right, so raise the elbow, flatten the hand, stepping towards the target. I have a small step, I have a larger step. When I go with the larger step, the back foot is going to follow, and I'm going to be up on my toes. So I have that short stepping jab, and I have a long stepping jab to where I actually move. Okay, and that sets me up for a cross, which we'll go over that another day. But practice this one. Give yourselves 20 reps, 25 reps. Stepping with the jab, make sure the shoulder's up, touching the cheek. It's a short jab, short step. Here, longer jab. All right, and bring the heel up on your strong side. All right, so that's a couple of jabs already. It's just forward movement, forward movement. If you're just kind of testing somebody, you don't have to step with the jab. I can kind of flash the jab, but it doesn't really give me a sense of range. I'm really static here, which I don't produce a lot of energy. When I step with my jab, I produce a lot more energy. The jab is a little bit stouter, all right? So we will have kind of standing there, stepping with the jab. My next option is kind of comes off of just standing there, but I'm moving my back foot, and I'm moving my back foot offline, so my head is offline, and I'm setting myself up for the cross. I want them to see the jab coming, I want them to react, but I want to step out to give myself an angle. So I have my hands up, my guard up. As I throw my jab, I'm stepping to the outside. All right, there's different ways. You can have your toes pointed out, you can have your toes pointed back in. When I go to my cross, my toes are going to point towards my target. So I step out over here. I'm trying to get outside the shoulder. I'm not trying to actually hit them with the jab. This is just for range. When I know they're in range here, now I can make that step, and I'm stepping offline, and I'm ready to set up and bring my cross for my secondary punch. So we have short step, long step, and we have just plain in place. Now we have stepping offline to set up my cross. All right, for a quick second, we'll talk about double jabs, okay? Just a double jab. When I'm here, I talked about the step jab. I'm one, and I'm two. Now, double jabs are usually a shallow step for me, but you can switch them up between short step and long step. It just, on each jab, I'm gonna step with it. If I go a short step, I'm one jab. On my second jab, I'm returning to here. I'm not returning all the way back home. I'm bending the elbow, and I'm stepping again on the second jab. So I'm 1, 2, stepping on the jab. 1, 2, all right? 1, bend the elbow, 2. Each time my foot hits the ground, I want to be making contact with my target or be at full extension. So I'm 1, 2 with the jab. Some people will just step on 1 here, but I feel that kind of loses momentum. Your feet stop moving. It puts you in one spot. If I ever want to build up jabs to where I move around, I want to get used to that step as I step back and I'm throwing my jab. I love to be dynamic and moving around. I don't want to be here in one spot. I want to be moving as I strike, not to be in one spot. So it's a few different jabs that you can throw in this video. There's more, but I want you to take each one of these examples, drill them 25, 50 times a piece, enough to where you're feeling the lactic acid build up in your arm, and develop yourself a good jab. We want to keep range with the jab. We want to keep them from moving forward so much with the jab. Always keep them at the end of your jab to find range, or deliver some firepower.